And welcome to the WTB podcast, where today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to actually be doing some reaction clips today. So we're actually going to be reacting to start off, an Opera and Preach video. They're pretty popular YouTubers on here. We'll also leave a link in the chat for the video that we'll be playing some of as well, that we're going to be reacting to. It's more or less a bit about Charleston White and some of the stuff that he was saying recently on their podcast. Just somebody we've gotten into, obviously, a character that we've, revealed recently. And, well, he's exposing a little bit more of his character here and there. And we just want to get into this video. All right. Well, let's go ahead and go. All right.
Forcibly used to white girls. We used to put crack in their cigarettes.
Whoa! I told you. Shit. I told you.
Yo!
I told you.
Hey! Yo!
I told you. Shall I hit play?
Oh, yes, you shall.
We used to run white girls.
Choo choo. Should go to Robin Hood. It's okay. Just
so you listen. My listen, like he said. Mm-hmm. It is disturbing that he is referring to. You know what I'm saying? This is.
You can use it. Well, cut it out. Try to. If you can use grape, will be better.
Okay, that's what they referring to.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
And it's almost like it's an admission to it. At what point? What's the statute of limitations on that? I would be wondering.
In some places, it's indefinite.
Indefinite.
Yeah, I mean, couldn't be much. I mean, that's
so
why
I wonder, can you really get in? Because that really could saying that, could you get in trouble for that? I don't think, because it's like
still have to be able to prove it,
right?
You know what? But you admitting it.
But yeah, and if somebody really wanted to press the issue, they could
make it a lot easier,
right? Yeah,
but
they can't just charge you for admitting that.
Okay, but also
somebody
didn't really admit it. He was just talking around it.
Yeah, no, he actually said they did.
Yeah, he said
somebody has to make the claim.
I'm assuming I'm gonna go here. Just though he might be aware of that, because like you say, it varies depending on where you're at and where you say and when you have or what state that goes on. Now he might be aware that might be why he's being so cocky in the way he's saying it. Now, if it's not, it can come under some type of review because you put it out there. Because they looking at it, as though we're hearing something and he's referring to something back in the day too. But at the same point, he's referring to it in a raw and uncut manner. Well, most people are going to take that as very offensive of what he's saying. And there's no way you can get around that. But the thing is, also, I'm thinking maybe, and just knowing this Charleston White for who he is, usually he kind of, know to a certain extent what he's presenting and where he's presenting it from. So, like I said, I'm assuming he's probably aware of the situation before he said it, because usually he gets real cocky when he know he got you. Even a situation that just occurred, somebody in Atlanta tried to come after him. I don't know, was it via social media or whatever, but threatened him. Now they have come under charges, got arrested, and everything is pending from there. So, like I said, some situations.
Hold up.
Wait.
Stop.
I'd like to interject.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Because
are you trying to suggest that perhaps? Because I wouldn't put this beyond Charleston White either. I feel like he might be some type of guy to do this. Are you saying that Charleston White is trying to throw that out there to expose these guys, to get these guys to show their hand? So, is that what you're trying to say?
I'm not really saying that. I just think I'm not saying, because this is dead wrong what he's saying, but he could do that.
Right.
He could be kind of undermining somebody else to see what they got to say. He could do that too.
We made it a minute into the video. I think we should just watch a little bit more.
Yeah, let's do that because we breaking this. Boy, we
The worst thing in the world. If a girl want to
what that
have a
is.
choo train ran on her,
Oftentimes, they don't want to. I'm not saying that it's always the case, but oftentimes, when you run into it, they are being set up. And that's the problem with Choo Choo, is I didn't buy the tickets for all those passengers. Yo, they go to the apartment, there's one dude there, oh yeah, that's just my roomie, whatever, whatnot. Then they getting it on, and then when next thing you know, the door opens and 4 or 5 niggas come in. The train thing, yeah, it's funny things to joke about and stuff like that.
So
but
it's
the
like-
reality is,
Hold
most girls
on.
don't want that.
We used to do it without permission. So it's not like she came over and said, hey, I want to sleep with all you guys.
Yeah.
We said, hey, man, that white girl like you. Get her over here. And then we put...
Oh, shit.
And then we put... Oh, shit.
oh my god! And you realize, first if it were like, wait, he already said it. I guess we're not gonna stop him. Oh, because even they realize this is a fucking weird thing to say.
Yeah. We just come in with dicks out.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, she...
We might have to go off Twitch. Yeah. Okay, Twitch.
Yeah,
A dude literally just got on camera and pretty much admitted she didn't want it. We just showed up with dicks out, and things happened. Now some of you might be like, why did she fight or whatever? Imagine a bunch of dudes and you trap. That's why they lured her there. That's the thing. It's like, if you guys want to get involved with her, do this, that's fine. Just tell her beforehand, see if she wants to do it. No, you wait till she's there, where she's surrounded by dudes who are bigger and stronger than her, and then you pop it on her.
good Lord.
Well, when the police come for your ass and you say it was consensual, you won't get any of my sympathy. They can throw your ass in jail. 'Cause you're not only out here self-snitching, but you doing shit that's disgusting.
I verbally abuse women. You got, and I'm mentally abusive, and I do some psychological abuse. It all warns what the do. I'm a man that strongly believe that some women need their ass whooping, they pussy too. So I'll advocate rape too for some people.
Whoa! I told you. Yo! I told you.
This
So so he's advocating taking the don't belong, beating women, and
No, he's
how
He's
much
advocating for
he's
this.
advocating, trying to validate a lot of bad behavior.
right. But I mean, at the same time, how much of this, like,
I mean, do you even play like that? I mean,
Right.
sometimes you just don't even play about.
No,
You know what I'm saying? You don't play about beating women. There's no joke and
Right,
no
right,
laughing matter and no kind of, I don't care who it is.
Yeah.
It's just not a laughing matter. You just don't laugh and joke about stuff
Right.
like that. You don't laugh. People got, like they say, they got mamas, daughters, and sisters, and that's just not funny to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
It's just not funny to me.
Oh no, not like when you just like viewing it on the side.
I don't even find it humorous.
No.
In fact, like you said, it's disgusting.
Yeah. No,
You
like,
out here in public speaking like this, and hey, like I say, hey,
Well, 'cause,
to
I
each
mean-
his own though. I guess it's a market for it because people listen to it.
right.
oh yeah. Oh no,
But I think it's disgusting.
And so here's the angle I'm going to take on this.
Okay.
Even though I highly doubt this is Charleston White's point or what he's trying to do.
Okay.
I got a feeling that Charleston White to me seems like a kind of guy that puts feelers out there or like throws bait out there for people to
Exactly.
jump on the sword themselves. Right? So Charleston White has always, now, I mean, this might
You
be
mean
his,
jump on the sword with him because
Right,
he's
right.
admitting himself
My
to
thing is-
being
No, no.
like
So,
that.
no, yeah,
so he
no.
wants somebody to jump on the sword
So he might
with
be-
him,
right, well,
Because
but-
you can't convince. I mean, he said he's on the sword himself.
my thing is
Right.
he's in two different settings in these videos talking about
Right.
this.
Yeah.
Right.
One's a video in his car where he's just going off about graping, groping, whatever the GR and R's are. That he was doing all of that. In the previous video, he was on the actual podcast where he was basically about to get them demonetized, and he was just sitting there spewing off about how they were just like, "Hey, man, this is just what we did." And he was
And
admitting
I'm-
to the fact. Now that felt to me like
Right.
a really real story of something that had happened.
Do this kind of sound familiar?
To what?
Yeah.
Something that played out.
What? I'm asking what?
President Trump.
What are you talking about? Explain it.
He said things of that nature. You know, like say, you know,
he ain't saying nothing about going. I mean, excuse me, I keep saying that, but he said he groped some women.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean,
but he didn't admit to running.
This don't sound like no Trump.
To being a male.
He ain't admit to it. They caught him on some video, some recording him saying he ain't walked out there and said he did nothing on no TV show, platform or nothing.
But what I'm saying, it was enough evidence out there.
He ain't saying it though.
It was enough evidence.
No, it wasn't.
It was enough evidence out there to suggest that his character was of such. So all I'm saying, and this man became president of the United States. So the thing I have an issue with is that at some point, you know, we want to, you know, prejudge or understand or come to a conclusion on somebody. Like I said, now he's saying it himself, and I'm not speaking for Charleston White and his action, but we're getting to a point that if you're suggesting to me that it's okay for our president to have such character who's put in position to be leader of the free world and suggest any type of behavior of such, then when you come down from there, what are we really allowing to happen in America?
Would you act like that?
I'm asking these. I'm just opening.
Would you
up.
act like that?
No.
Okay, so why would you expect somebody else to act like that?
Greg.
You don't even think it's okay.
That is not even part of this discussion.
What are you talking about
if
then?
you allow the leader of the free world to, and evidence suggests that he could have been of this type of descent because people bring up situations and all this about him, but at the end of the day, we're bringing it down to if it starts up top. That's all I'm saying.
Man, that's
and
crazy.
And you're suggesting that it's okay for the president to have this type of behavior, and you really elect him to be president, then why would you allow somebody...
So don't say nothing.
I just haven't heard him ever be accused of
don't say
anything.
nothing.
This is what happened
you saying, don't say nothing about nobody because the president was a messed up individual.
No, I'm just suggesting that we did that. And so, and this is what happens when you allow certain characters and certain behaviors to get passed.
Right.
Then this is sprinkled down.
Yeah,
what he's saying is like Reaganomics.
What he's saying is
this behavior is going to be sprinkled down and deemed to be okay.
No, hold on.
President's fault.
Greg, hold on.
Go ahead, I'm listening. I'm listening.
What he's saying is, since they allowed him to say certain things and get away with it, which to me, I never heard him be accused of anything to this degree at all. But yeah, groping isn't the same as running anything. But still, I know what you're saying, and to the aspect
still fall under the
they
same
allowed him to say things and get away with it, which desensitized a whole bunch of people to hearing negative and bad, behavior or words in the media, or just in general. So thus, when they hear and see videos like this from Charleston White, there is no uproar. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people have just gotten so used to hearing people say it, because if the people at the top can say it, then anybody can really run around and say this
stuff. Look at Congress and Senate.
Right. And not without mentioning, at one point in time, this was culturally okay. Not really okay
to really do that. It just happened.
It was a cultural thing. Or habitual thing.
No, let me tell you what. It was a thing that happened.
Man, hold on, man. Let's play the video. We need to get back to more.
Okay.
I still wanted to harp on my angle about this because,
like, you're not holding all these women accountable when they say some wild shit. You're shutting the fuck up. You're not saying nothing. You turn your back. You turn your eye. You pretend like it's not happening. That's you. When this shit happened and you don't say shit, that's you. People are gonna pin you with that.
Listen, I'm not gonna say on this whole record thing. I think as an individual, this dude just admitted to crime. Not just crime, raping women, beating them up, and thinking that shit's kosher. And you gotta think, man, social media is some kind of drug where people can't shut their fucking mouths about what they do. And I'm glad he's self-snitching, but like, good Lord. Bobby, what was that line from MF Doom? There's something about rappers being in the courtroom in their own court cases, being their own star witness. That's really what it is. What it is. I'm not even gonna say stop self-snitching because I'm glad this dude snitched on himself. But in other circumstances, if you're doing things that are maybe criminal but not morally reprehensible, stop self-snitching. In their own court cases, being their own star witness. That's really what it is. What it is. I'm not even gonna say stop self-snitching because I'm glad this dude snitched on himself. But in other circumstances, if you're doing things that are maybe criminal but not morally reprehensible, stop self-snitching. But if it's morally reprehensible, tell on yourself because we want you off these fucking streets.
So you get your motherfucking ass out of here. If you got a problem with what I say, I don't believe women shouldn't be beat. I think it's okay to whoop her up. You can't tell no man what.
Forcibly ran train. We forcibly used to white girls, and we used to sneak crack in the white girls' cigarettes to fuck them. We didn't sneak nothing in they drink. You lying on me. We didn't do the black girl like that. Only white girl, white boy. Now get mad now. Get mad.
Jesus Christ.
Call it what it is. That's racism. No, it's no.
No, but black people, shut the fuck up. That right there.
You're about to experience a nigga moment.
So listen, it was one time we was going to go get this white girl. It was me, my nigga Montoya, my nigga Bone.
He throwing all their names. Not only is he oh my God.
I really want to harp on this angle.
Talk to us.
Perhaps Charleston White, and this is not to dismiss any of the validity of what he has said, he might be using his real life anecdotal experience. I don't know. I just think it's a little insane for somebody to openly admit all of these things to this degree. Right? And, please. Okay. Mm-hmm. I think it's a little crazy for somebody to just openly admit these things that he has said so many times.
Yeah, I just,
right.
You know, that.
So what I think, and this is a very far-fetched idea, but what I think Charleston White is trying to do is use these experiences or things to showcase the reality of street culture, the depravity of American society, and
you dad. You just feel like
it's really far-fetched. No, I'm being honest with you guys. It's seriously far-fetched. But again, I just notice a pattern every time I see him.
Giving this man too much credit.
Right, me too.
Yeah.
This is somebody.
Seem like he's a genius.
Yeah, this dude is a clown.
But no, I'm saying I've noticed a pattern of behavior with him. He only admits these specific type of things. He's never said anything like that on any other podcast, but this podcast, which is specifically focused about dealing with women, relationships with women, and sex with women. And of course, they're going to keep it in line with what they speak about. But every time I notice he does that habitually with whoever he's dealing with.
But so he's been on there numerous times.
Right. Well,
I mean, they brought him on there a lot. I mean, for hours, and he ain't said this yet.
Right.
I mean, that's the thing is, like, he's been on this podcast plenty of times.
He wasn't on no podcast.
Sharp,
right.
Rolo Tomasi, all these random dudes. Man,
he was not in no podcast when he was in that car saying all that.
That was different. No,
that wasn't no podcast.
Right.
He wasn't in no podcast when you look like he was in some bedroom
that looked like some old
hotel room saying what he was saying. Right. That did not look like no podcast.
But he was definitely responding to somebody because he said white boy.
Right.
So that's another thing.
And you know what?
Right.
It looked like,
and I give a twist to this too because, you know, I guess, you know, we always had race relations issues. So it seemed like he was speaking almost directly to white people on that, to me. You know, it's like he was getting.
Now he was speaking to one individual white boy.
White guy, whoever
said, one individual. Now I would say that one individual. Somebody said something, and you know when he do respond to you, he go all in on you. Yeah,
but it's
so and it's like, and I would go refer to what Greg always say. It's like he was really trying to get his lick back. And whatever he can do to get his lick back
I ain't
on
saying
you.
Nothing like that.
Yeah, you
who trying to get a lick back?
When you got something, you know, people you said that. No. You trying to get the lick back.
Who?
But what he had, like I said, apparently this guy came after him or said something. So personally,
he gonna say he raping women.
I mean,
to get his lick back.
I don't know. I mean,
that's getting a lick back. I mean, that's getting a lick back.
Because he was talking directly towards somebody.
Saying I don't know raping white women.
I don't
and
know.
That's getting his lick back.
Once again, I was talking about race relations. And maybe
what?
I don't know what they conversation consists of, but obviously he's bringing a racial
all of us.
I'm talking about
it was on a recording.
I'm talking about whatever he was speaking on.
Right.
He was speaking directly to somebody, and obviously it was some race issues in there.
To that camera because he had the camera on, talking to the camera.
Right.
And yeah, so but he was talking to.
I'm not gonna dismiss the idea that like Charleston White might actually just be this guy. Like, you know,
we just acting like this dude's some type of mastermind, he's Gus Fring.
Right.
I mean, like,
I mean, he got his own idea.
Walter
I can't back him up, but
right.
I mean,
you do back him up,
but sometimes it seems as though he is trying
to back him up.
I'm not, Greg. I'm not suggesting anything he do or say according to this. I don't know. I have no idea.
Let's see if he said anything.
I'm just saying, but knowing this person.
Let's see if he say something nice.
Right. But knowing this person, how he is.
Let's see if he say something nice and good. Go wrong with it.
We'll try.
Let's see if he say something worth anything.
Right.
That's what we'll do.
Okay, we can do that.
Say it's about what he say.
Named Cedric, and my name now I wasn't Cedric. It was a nigga named Jason Anderson. He said it.
What a filthy, disgusting human being. What a filthy, disgusting human being. And you realize like a lot of these dudes associate with each other. It's like, it's weird to me how you constantly see folks who are a little bit sus hang around other people who are even more sus. And then it's all a coincidence. The Matrix. No, nigga, that's you. That's you and your friends. That's the people that you choose to associate with. God damn. And it'd be fine if you want to have a shady person on the pod or whatever. But it's like, you got to push back. When they openly admitting to this stuff, you gotta push back. You invite this person, it's like there's an elephant in the room and you want to talk about this nigga's little pink dress. What? No, this dude a whole ass rapist. You know, we want to always talk about the false accusations. Yeah, okay, sure, they do exist. But then y'all also associate with dudes who do the graping, who are proud about it, who advocate for it. It's like, ooh, where's the balance? That's what I'm asking. Where's the balance? Everybody want to talk about one side. They never want to say, like, hey, man, you know what? I'm not even saying things got to be even. But good Lord, the motherfucker you're interviewing? Do you even know about this guy?
No, I don't know who that guy is. I have no clue that guy.
I've just seen him on Charleston White, apparently is his name, I think. Charleston White is the founder and CEO of Helping Young People Excel, an organization dedicated to educating teens and helping steer them away from future crime. The group has even worked directly with members of one of Texas's largest Hispanic gangs. You know what actually just dawned on me?
What?
Remember that clip we played from that podcast when Waka Flocka flipped?
Yeah.
It's something just dawned on me watching this video.
Okay, so it's just really funny that they're now getting into this like a couple weeks after we just started talking about Charleston White, and we kind of put him out there with that same photo too. But yeah,
they stole that.
No, they ain't stole nothing. We just got them. Actually, we beat them to it. I mean, the evidence is out there now. Yeah. I mean, just a joke. But the funny thing is they're getting into the organization. I wonder if they're going to like peel back, because these guys do a lot of like deep dives and they do some semi-investigative like videos about like certain people out there just to see how legit they are. Just wondering what they will find about that. The only thing is like when it comes to that organization, there's no tax returns for like the last 5 years. Can't find any of them. So I mean, I looked them up. That's how I knew how much money he had made in the previous years, up to like 2019 or 2018. But there's nothing that's been reported since. So you don't really know. There was like 60 something total $1,000 within like you know,
hey, that's not
he
he
was
a,
that's
he
over
was
like
a
10
what you
years,
call
so I mean,
hey, you know,
he was what
bag
you
of
would
groceries
call
back or something.
what do you call those folks?
What, a
that
philanthropist?
be-
Opportunist?
No,
Philanthropist?
no, the ones that be out there like advocating for stuff. I'm not even gonna say
Reformed?
He
Activist?
activist.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He was an activist.
Okay.
See, you know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So, but sometimes okay, who are you? You can't be an activist no more.
Well,
With your actions and the things that you're saying, who are you?
Okay.
Who?
No, hold up. This is something that I've always thought about. I'm glad that we're here now.
Talk to us.
Okay. Some of the worst people on earth. Are you trying to suggest that they can't come back from the actions they committed?
What I'm saying
Yes,
is,
he is.
no. What I'm saying
yes,
is,
he is.
well, he can't. He gonna have to do some
Once you
changes.
go there, it's
You
over.
can't be that doing this.
Once you go there,
this
it's
is you
over.
now.
Right now.
You
so,
chose
yeah.
this
Yeah.
now. So this over here is gone.
Okay.
Ain't nobody listening to that
Can't
no
come
more.
back.
Right.
You ain't doing that. You doing this.
He's gonna be in Nashville here in like a few
Go
weeks.
see him.
You go to Halley Park
see him.
and hand out
Go
stuff
see
or
him.
something.
Go see him.
Okay.
Go help him.
So in that circumstance,
Just saying that's what he
Go
doing.
help him.
were to admit to the same actions that Charleston White admits to, but instead of doing it in the manner that Charleston White does, they approached it with some tact and integrity and, what's another good word for it? Appropriateness, right?
They came at it with some humbleness,
Right.
Not a braggadocious. Like this is what. No, if you trying to say,
I agree
oh,
with
you
that.
know what? I'm trying to come clean with some of the stuff that I did. I really apologize or something like that. Yeah, you gonna look at that situation. That ain't what he's saying. He was like, man, we was out here taking stuff. Instead,
Right.
this is what he's saying. He ain't asking for nobody to forgive him for nothing he did.
Right.
well, let's see if
He's not doing. Oh, you're right.
Let's see if he asks for some
He ain't
forgiveness.
asked for no
But also,
forgiveness.
I want to say before we play that, like,
We
a
should
lot of the-
forgive all.
a lot of the other stuff that they were talking about earlier with like the red pill. All it is a bunch of people that, like we were talking about before we got on set, this see the reality of the world, and a lot of them really now have turned it into men's activism and saying
Right.
that men are oppressed and women.
A lot
are
of it's
ruling the
men
world.
hating women.
Yeah, that's a lot of it. And
That's what it's become.
The thing it's become men hating women, and they don't want to see it as that, and that's
Right.
what they all get pissy about when people start calling them out. But they keep bringing on people to these platforms, and they keep exposing themselves left and right.
Right.
And then you also see the other people who are gurus, whether they're like I said, Donovan Sharp was a dude they just exposed like not too long ago.
Andrew Tate.
Yeah, Andrew Tate, man. Hey, we gotta watch out, man. People
But
love Andrew.
apparently Tate might not be guilty. But
He might not. I mean,
Right.
who knows? I don't know, but he's still in jail. But I'm just saying that's a lot of what they're talking about. These people, they bring these people on these platforms about holding women accountable, and they talk raw to these women on their platforms, and they be kicking them off left and right. But then you got this guy, Charleston White, talking this crazy stuff on set, and they're not even going to question it.
Right.
Not even going to question it. And that's the
not
thing
a
is that
single bit.
it just.
Another thing black men have to deal with.
But either way, let's go ahead.
Black men don't get the benefit of the doubt.
What doubt?
Dragging the show. It's about if you're going to make a statement, back it up.
The raping thing was wrong. Like I just
What
didn't want
part
to
was
go back.
incorrect? Which part was
You
incorrect?
were basically saying like a woman should just say no right then and there and leave. Not all girls can do that though.
Okay, but that's what they should do. That doesn't
That's
mean
what they
it's-
should do, but not all girls are able to.
Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Yeah.
I'm guessing us women, right?
Whose fault?
Okay, yeah, nah. What are you talking about, man? Yeah, of course, a woman should say no and get out of there. But in these realistic situations, if it's a room of grown ass dudes and all that, and they're really pressing her about trying to get some of the,
Really think she's gonna get out?
no, exactly. So like, and it's an uncomfortable situation to be in, and she might not want to have to deal with that.
Yeah, the thing is, man, these dudes are literally, they air like 5 times a week talking with the same chicks on there every week about the same nonsense, and they just sit there and talk raw to them like they all supposedly have PhDs and they're super smart women. Like, honestly, they're just some Miami girls who out there having a good time, not living in real reality. And the thing is, they keep trying to talk down to them like they're just the idiots of the world, but really they're just giving their perspective on their reality. And then half the time when they give them a real scenario, they're supposed to have just overcome these ridiculous scenarios, like in this situation here, where they were supposed to just fight their way out. Well, she didn't want to be raped. Then why didn't she just, get her way out the room? Why didn't she just escort all the guys out of the way? No, like that's really going to happen. Once them dudes show up with their stuff out, I think they made up their mind. What's going to happen?
Charleston did say they came out.
Yeah, he literally said they just showed up in there ready with the equipment out.
What's your opinion?
Yeah, so it's like,
you think she's gonna try to make a break for the door and they're just gonna be cool with that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. The door's right there.
Yeah, I got my thing out and I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, madam.
Maybe they were doing that for each other.
Man, yeah, I can't stand.
Yeah, like I hate that arrogant type like. Whose mindset? You can say that as a man, because at any moment, if anybody tried to press me on something like that, I could beat you and leave, or at least try.
Unless it's a room full of fellas.
Yeah.
But I'm still not just gonna. But as a man,
you still
I'm
don't
still
fight.
just gonna fight.
You might at least be attending to them.
It won't be.
Could I offer scenarios?
All of them.
Hey, it won't be given away.
Right.
Hey, I was gonna give a scenario. One is it was vice versa.
You said what if?
I said what if it was vice versa? A man came in, you know what I'm saying, a woman misled him, he came in here and it was just like a whole
it would be the same.
A room full of naked women up in here.
You speaking, you laughing because you like if it was you, you would be happy. Like,
oh, this is
Lord, I done came up on miracles. Right. But like I said, but if you were somebody in a position that don't want to be in that position, it's the same thing.
What if you?
I'm just saying it's the same thing.
I mean, it's sort of like, what if you didn't like women?
Yeah,
right. Now you in
a nightmare for that person.
I'm
pressing. What if you didn't? Yeah,
but they better press charge.
I seen an episode of that on Law and Order, and they laughed at the guy. The guy was he was seriously didn't want to. They forced him. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And when you, regardless of the situation, being forced is not a good big place to be in.
No,
right.
Not being forced to do anything is.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. In a situation like that, my chances with if it was 6 guys versus 6 women, I feel like I could KO all 6 women. I'm sorry.
Like I said,
situation.
With all the apologies,
it's a feel.
I'm sorry, ladies, but I feel like
but then it's a performance.
You are bigger than the average human,
right? Yeah,
but
especially.
But again, you mistaken to think that you would actually be able. You don't know these women.
Like I just said, it's a
field. One of them could try to.
They would have to have weapons.
One of them put a karate chop on
you.
Hit you with one of them Spock things. Hit you down on the ground. Hit you with some prong. Got you tied up. Next thing you know, you in handcuffs with a dang on cow prong stuck up your butt to get your thing.
Right.
See, you don't. That was Law and Order episode.
Right. Yeah.
Man,
that's what they did to him.
Right.
Okay.
Man.
That's terrible.
Well,
but one of them would have to.
Women.
One of them would have to have a knife.
I might have been at your house or something because it seemed like I synced that
episode.
Yeah, I might have been there. Yeah.
But in reality, how often does that happen?
It's going to be rare.
It is
gonna be rare.
a thing, but the other one is much more of a thing than that circumstance.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So this is not to say if any typical man would, like I said, he's going to take that as a how blessed can I be? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But but if it's not what you want to be in,
like what if it's a whole room full of women
it's a
ugly that are very unattractive.
That's still gonna be one of the blessed situations you could ever be in as a heterosexual man.
It'd be better than
you know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be better than the other.
Well, it could be worse.
It's gonna be much better than the other.
I'm gonna work with this situation, I guess. You
let's
know,
finish out the video.
They'll capped it.
Somebody just speaking a little bit funny. You want to get loud and proud with these women, tell them it's their fault and this, that. But when you had a rapist on your fucking podcast, a self-admitted proud one, you had no smoke. Ain't you the one who says, oh, we should get normalized telling people when they say dumb shit?
Like, we got to go back to telling people they're stupid. We need to go back to bullying people, letting them know, no, that's not really how the world works. You sound dumb. Change your way of thinking. But we don't bully people no more and tell them they're dumb. We need to go back to doing that.
Where's that energy for him? You didn't say nothing. This man came on and said he did one of the most despicable things a human being could possibly do. Zero pushback.
You were basically saying like a woman should just say no right then and there and leave. Not all girls can do that though.
Okay, but that's what they should do. That doesn't
That's
mean
what they should do, but not all girls are able to.
Whose fault is that?
Whose fault is that?
Yeah.
I'm guessing us women, right? I'm guessing it's our fault.
You gotta bear some responsibility.
Okay, you're saying responsibility, but like we said, these men are two-faced. They are going to put on a front.
Who picked the men?
They put on a front.
Who picked the men? No, they're lying about who they are. Who picked the men? It's like, bitch, you want everybody to have a lie detector? Sometimes you get duped by somebody. Sometimes you think you're going on a one-on-one date. You show up and it's 7 other niggas.
They're never gonna say nothing about that.
No, it's like every part of the discourse, and what you said earlier was really facts about this being the other side of feminism. The same way like feminists will just be blind, believe all women. It's all women. This is like it's always women's fault.
I'ma just leave. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable when it comes down to the whole conversation and where you guys stand on that.
All right, later. Bye.
There's no need to be rude.
Just leave.
All right.
Like,
2 more minutes.
How you feel versus what's real are two different things.
All right, later. Bye.
We've debunked culture. Culture is a myth.
Culture is a myth. You literally had a rapist on and you didn't say a word to him. I don't know. I'm gonna call it grape culture. I don't like that term either, but it do seem like you protecting your own. Just saying. When they talk about how these men protect each other, that sound like you. Because when he came on and said he did, where was your pushback? You ex-law enforcement, but you sitting here cozy.
That upsets me.
Man,
I don't like that.
Like,
Yeah.
Thinking
half of them feel so half of
right.
Man, see, no, hey, for real though, but like, man, it feel bad for half of them
these
chicks.
dudes-
They Are you walking? You got to use back. Oh, okay. But man, see, no, it just because you can see in the video how, and it happens often. You see half of them just get really uncomfortable, feeling all sad. Like, because what do you do in that situation? Because you're not trying to be the one that stands out. Because all they're gonna do is ridicule you, make you feel small, feel stupid, and whatnot. And all they're gonna do is rub the fact that they make so much money and they got more money than you and better stuff. And it's like, I don't know, man. I just they whack. They're whack.
Yeah, it's incredibly whack.
Yeah, they're whack.
I don't like that.
And the fact that we've mentioned them, they gonna probably. Luckily we got it off of here. Who knows? To get us they'll probably try to get us demonetized.
We should try not to
refer to it as that, Greg. I mean, you're gonna have to give me a lot to edit.
Yeah,
but you know. Other way, and you know what? I mean, you can accuse them or whatever. I don't really care.
I'm just saying, but you got to
obviously they don't have the same
according to them
beliefs and understandings as
he ain't even the first person to call him that. So I mean, now I might block out.
It's the response. It's their response.
And it's the arrogant, hard-headedness. It's like this is what you should do. Once
you fight too hard not to be masculine,
right?
To over compensate.
It should be
right, and
that's what they doing to me.
I agree. And everything is not black and white like that. There's a gray area.
But I'm gonna go here. It's generational too. Let's dig into this a little bit because, like I said, also like Jay and Mike, that y'all younger than us. We come from a different generation, and like I said, different days and time. People had different concepts and understanding of these situations. And see, like right now, it's more open and it's more broadcast. And y'all, I guess in y'all generation, back then, we didn't have social media, so a lot of these things was kind of unspoken on.
Right.
So a lot of people, you don't know if it was the issue or not, or how to even view it.
Right.
If it happened. Because then, even back in our time, they probably could have put it on the woman. Why were you there? Why were you even involved? And then today, it would be completely on the men.
Mm-hmm.
Because looking at the situation, it is kind of a situation like, okay, as Charleston would say, they all walked out, they butt naked, and here go this woman. What decision she finna make? Now, some of it could have been her reaction. She could have been, Hey, I'm 100% down for it. Could have. I don't know. But then if she wasn't, she's not really put in a safe position to make that decision. And like I said, looking at it from right now, that's 100%. Either don't matter what decision she made, she probably felt she had no decision she could make. You know what I'm saying? Other than, because here you are, butt naked. Everybody out butt naked. Here you are. What I'm gonna do? No. So that's what I'm saying. So some of this is kind of a generational thing, and it could be taken out of content to a certain extent of, like I said, it could have been up to that situation, but like I said, by not having so many outlets, you don't know how to really take.
Okay, so you trying to sit here and say that because now that if that would have happened 20 years ago, that same scenario, you walk out in that same scenario, it's the woman's fault. It could have been taken. You did say it could be taken as the woman's fault.
Greg, stop. He didn't say that.
But back then in the day, that scenario could have been taken as a woman's fault.
But he's not saying that
directly.
He said now it wouldn't be counted, but back in the day,
he's saying there's a chance that somebody could potentially put it on the woman. That's all he said. He didn't say for a fact matter. It was just definitive. He said there was a chance that somebody could say it was the woman because there was not as much coverage. There wasn't as much stuff. You know what I'm saying? It was just hearsay. So then they could have just pinned it on her. It'd have been a lot easier.
It's the same now. If a woman say that now, she come out and say that now.
No, he's saying that there's a chance you could blame the woman back in the day.
You can blame her now.
You can't. No.
If she come out and say the same situation with the same scenario, if it ain't no video, but the chances are they're probably gonna record it now.
But guess what?
Right. They're probably gonna record it now.
You can, but more than likely,
you could take like they say, it's okay to be. There is no you could put the like you say the situation. You could be out kicking it, right? Having a good time, hook up with somebody, go back with them to their place. Go in there, y'all getting together, and the next thing you know, 6-7 dudes come up in there. Like they say, the truth is like, hey, you supposed to fight your way out of there.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If that's not what you want to do, so if you go ahead and fall through it, they gonna say it was your fault too. Today.
Maybe.
Not today. They gonna say it's your fault.
I mean, it depends on the situation.
Just like them idiots sitting there talking about you supposed to be fighting. Because it's a group of idiots that's gonna be out there saying, oh, you supposed to have fought your way up out of there.
Yeah, there will be.
Yeah.
But I think I think that's a good stop. I mean, good stopping point right there. So I think we're good on this one. Thanks for watching Random Reactions, and we'll be back at you real soon with a new episode. Hi, if you liked the video, please hit the button below and subscribe to the channel. It helps us out greatly, and well, we have goals around here, so we want to accomplish a few. Thanks for watching.